Anybody home? Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck! Smoking bars outside inside, and I wanna know what the fuck you're doing with my time!
All I kick ass for the Lord.
What's up, you movie-loving weirdos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a very, very fascinatingly weird flick lined up for us. Cheesy, low-budget zombies galore. It is Samuel Sherman's 1986 strange film. It is Raiders of the Living Dead. And yeah, this one is something to behold, I guess. But let's get right into it. Here is Raiders of the Living Dead. So Raiders of the Living Dead is a low-budget zombie flick straight out of the 80s with an asinine premise and a presence that it's weird. It's an odd flick. But let's get into the whole story of the film. It centers around a newspaper reporter named Morgan Randall, who is hot on this weird story where walking corpses are killing people, and he's kind of following the trails, trying to figure it out. It leads him to this remote island that has an old factory warehouse place where a mad scientist is pretty much reanimating corpses. And wouldn't you know it, there's a young kid who gets involved and a grandpa, and it's a weird movie with a weird ending where they all get together and fight the zombies with the kid using a laser gun that he created from his grandpa's Laserdisc player. It's all over the place, strange, atmospheric. It definitely has a distinct style to it. But yeah, it's a low budget weird flick. A lot of people hate it, think it's crap, worst movie ever. I don't know if it's the worst movie ever. It's fun and entertaining. Does meander a lot with long cuts. But there are some awesome scenes in there with zombies that I really loved. But let's run down some of the stuff. The players in the film, you got Robert DeVue, I don't know how to pronounce that. He plays Morgan Randall, the newspaper reporter, who is kind of introducing us all to this stuff. He does a good job, very succinct with his acting, but nothing is going to blow you out of the water, but he does kind of carry the film along, and you introduce other characters through his actions and things like that. So he does a fantastic job. The character of Jonathan, the kid, is played by Scott Schwartz. He's just kind of hilarious because he's just an average 80s kid who's kind of thrown in this situation, but he kind of just pops up and goes away, pops up and goes away. You're just watching him experiment on this laser disc player until he somehow makes a laser gun, and then he blows his hamster up in the process, and he's always bringing that up. But it's funny when him and his friend Shelly, I believe her name was, they would just show up randomly and just give some exposition and then disappear again. My favorite part is when they're at the graveyard. It's just a long shot, like they didn't have the permission to film there, and there's just cameramen hiding in the bushes watching them from like a mile away, and they're just giving their dialogue, and then they say, oh, we'll come back later and see if anything happens at this random grave where they see it's been dug up recently, or it's been buried recently, and they assume that's where the zombie came from. So they do come back and it is there, but it's just one long shot. It's very odd, very weird, and you could just tell they didn't get permission to shoot there. They were just doing it guerrilla style, which I appreciate. I like that kind of stuff. But also the grandpa, played by Robert Allen, he plays Dr. Corstairs. He's he's funny because he's just like he's doing his dialogue, but you can tell he doesn't want to be there. He's just like, hey, hey, Jonathan, what are you doing? How can you listen to this music while you're doing your homework? Just random scenes with him, and he just shows up. He picks up Morgan off the side of the road, I guess, and brings him to his home, and that's where he finds out about the zombies. But he's like invested from day one, and he's calling in favors from people that are security guards to come and show up at the island and get killed randomly. He's like, we got to do something about this. So they all just they go separately to the island and meet up while the zombie apocalypse is going down there with zombies everywhere, and they end up fighting it together. It's random and weird. It's the strangest film I've seen in a long time, but I did watch it a long time ago and revisited it recently just to get my head wrapped around it and watch the new Severn transfer of it, which does look good for being such a low budget forgotten flick. But yeah, it's interesting. It's not the best zombie movie, not the worst. But I did get entertainment value, and I just love the concept of Jonathan making a laser gun out of a laser disc flare. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. But fun stuff nonetheless. But guys, that is Raiders of the Living Dead. Do I recommend it to people? You gotta really have thick skin for low budget zombie films. Because there are periods of time in this movie where it is hard to get through just because these scenes are so damn long. But when the action does happen, it is pretty cool looking. Yeah, the characters are entertaining enough. The premise is ridiculous. And the main theme song is awesome. It's badass. It'll get stuck in your head. And they do play it a lot. So they do use it a lot. Maybe too much, but because it's like an instrumental throughout the movie, and there's like a lyrics. It's like a 80s rock song. Plays in the beginning and the end. But yeah, I recommend it. Watch it. What do I care if you don't or not? But guys, that is it for me. Hopefully you like that one, and hopefully you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next Lucid Nightmare. See ya!